Well, we may have been raided again, but as long as we keep a steady supply of... Ugh, come on, man. Well, I guess I can't fault our guys for getting sick that much. Skipping meals every other day can't be too good for their immune health. We're gonna stay the course though, because like I was saying, as long as we keep a steady supply of ammunition coming in to chase the bandits off with, we'll only need one person on guard every night since we patched up all the holes in the place. That means the people who get sick have plenty of opportunities to rest overnight, so I see no point in eating more. We're still way too early in our struggle to start getting careless with our supplies. Speaking of food, it looks like we finally caught something. These small animal traps always yield 2 raw meat each catch. We'll just bait this trap with another bit of fertilizer and wait again. You can also bait traps with raw meat or vegetables for quicker results, but obviously at the cost of some of your own food, so the trade-off is there. Well, there's really not much to do today because we're pretty much out of components and wood. Oh, is that who I think it is? Our savior returns, everybody. Franco's back, and he just seems to come at the best times. After one lengthy trading session, 2 herbal remedies, 2 herbs, and a broken handgun got us 1 vegetable, 8 components, 7 parts, and 4 weapon parts. So far, so good. And our second trade got us 11 pieces of wood for our last herbal remedy. I chose this because we can only carry 2 stacks of wood each, and I hate having to fill our inventory with this stuff on Scavenges. This should save us some space to gather larger amounts of components tonight. Now, while Franco did provide us with a boost to our supplies, I think we'd better wait until we have more before we start spending it. A lot of our stations could use some upgrading, so we'll end the day and get to work on scavenging. Now, last night was a scary one. Marco wouldn't be alive today if the bandits we faced were actually prepared. So I'm thinking we should avoid some dangerous territory this time and just look for parts. This looks safe enough. The decrepit squat. The description follows. It's been inhabited by the homeless since long before the war. They've always been struggling with the lack of food and might not have survived the recent shortages. They shouldn't be a threat, and we can find some useful things there. Okay, let's get looking. Like the description said, there isn't going to be any food here, and I doubt there's going to be any medicine or bandages either. That's okay, because this is just going to be a simple parts run, nothing too complicated. Not seeing any signs of life just yet. Hopefully the description will be right and we don't have to defend ourselves from anyone. Then again, how hard could it be to defend ourselves from people that are starving? Upgrading our stations is going to take a lot of everything, so let's see how much we can get away with. Something to examine. Let's see what we got. Dearest Marcia, I found shelter among the homeless. I'm no longer a teacher or an artist. I am one of them now. There is not much food, so many of my friends have already left us. But do not be worried. I too will seek more appropriate refuge as soon as I finish my painting. Oh, this must be it right here. Someone probably painted this picture recently. There are rich-looking people sitting together in a littered, ruined building. A metaphor of some sort, I believe. Hello there. Painter, I presume? Oh, looks like he's hoping we have some food to give him. Well, I probably should have expected this, but I didn't think to bring any. You know what? There's a lot of stuff still here. I'd like to come back and get it all, and we have food back home to spare. We'll collect the rest of this stuff and then we can leave for now, but we'll be back. I suppose it's the first step in making up for all the food we've stolen from people. Yeah, look at all this. Definitely worth coming back here. Alright, hang in there, buddy. We'll have something for you tomorrow. The rest of the piles found in half the area weren't anything really different from what we already found, so we'll head home for now. Now thankfully this night was calm, but as you just saw, there's an outbreak of crime that will be happening over the next few days. That means we're going to be raided every day until the outbreak stops. Thankfully, we're plenty prepared for that, so I'm not worried. We'll get everyone eating today while we check the radio to see what else is going on out there. Most of us can't imagine starting a day without a cup of coffee. In Pagoran, it's become an almost unavailable commodity. The price skyrocketed, and speculators are the ones who profit. Well, it's too bad we don't have any coffee, because that could have been a valuable trade item. Still, I think we've prioritized really well so far to the point where our most needed items are also the easiest to get our hands on. Time for another hard day of work from Aaron. We have enough supplies to get our main workshop up to its max level, which in turn will give us the opportunity to max out all the other workbenches as well. And there we go. Our options have risen, which also includes a reinforced door. It has a simple alarm on it, so if we can get our hands on this, it will mean the end of putting anyone on guard duty at all. Once we have it, people could get sick all they like, because no one but our scavenger will ever need to stay up overnight again. What we're making right now, however, is a mixer, which is a necessary component to upgrading our metal workshop to its max level. With it, I'll no longer be ignoring the shell casings and gunpowder, since we'll be able to make our ammunition. Unfortunately, upgrading workbenches take a lot of our usual bulk parts, so we won't be making that upgrade today. We'll be going back to the decrepit squat tonight though to gather more of them, so we'll have enough then. In the meantime, we have enough weapon parts to refresh our supply of saw blades, so we'll get right on that. And of course, it never hurts to get some more water ready. We've done all we can for now, so we're going to go ahead, end the day, and return to where we were last night. Alright, we're back. First things first, we're going to go straight to where our starving artist was before and hope he's still with us. Ah, there he is. Let's give him what he needs. And that'll make everyone at home feel better. It even looks like he's willing to give us something in return. It seems even a man with next to nothing is still willing to give us something for our help. He's asking us to follow him, but we'll quickly grab a few things while he's on his way. Yeah, we'll definitely be able to get more work done with this many supplies on hand. Alright, he's bringing us over to these barrels here. Let's take a look at what we got. Ooh, see, this is a rare find right here. What we have is pure alcohol. It can be used like moonshine, drinkable to ease depression, but it's also used as an ingredient in making our own bandages. We'll be taking that. And finally, we'll top off our component supply and head home. There's still a lot here though, so we'll come back here tomorrow one more time. As predicted, we were raided again. Our defenses are still holding up, but we spent 7 whole bullets defending ourselves. These raids are getting expensive on our ammo supply. We'd better think about topping that off if we want to keep this up. Well, first things first, let's give everyone the privilege of sleeping every night. We're building our reinforced door and making guard duty a thing of the past. Unfortunately, that was a very expensive investment, and it left us with nothing else to build today. We'll definitely go back to where we were for more parts tonight, though. In the meantime, looks like our trap caught something again, so let's collect and reset it. Least we can do for now is keep topping off our water supply. And finally, we'll see what's on the news before we end the day. If you live in Pagoran, please be advised to remain at home and lock your doors. Armed bands have taken to the streets. Oh, that goes without saying. With nothing else to do today, we end the day and return to the squat to stock up again. Nothing really changed while we were here last time. The artist is still thankful for our help, and we stocked up on our bulk supplies, bringing us to the next day. Fortunately for us, it looks like the crime spree is already over, and the night was calm. Now, Marin can get to work on upgrading our metal shop. Or not. We wound up 3 whole components short. That's frustrating. Well, we might as well see what else we can do. Why not? Let's build another small animal trap. It's not too expensive to build. It'll allow us to keep our food supply up ourselves without having to steal from innocent people anymore. We're out of fertilizer though, so we'll just bait it with 1 raw meat. We're gonna try and top our water supply off every day, because cooking for 4 will catch up to us, regardless of the spread out eating schedule we have going. Nothing new is on the radio today, so as usual, we'll just leave music playing. Now, you know what seems really tempting to make? A vegetable garden. Because vegetables are a rare source of food as it is, and if we can grow our own, they could become a very valuable trade item when winter season arrives. Let's end the day now and make that our goal. Okay, so we've played it safe for 3 days now, and we've cleaned the squad out pretty thoroughly. I'm thinking we have our bearings back enough to start taking risks again, and the hotel is already catching my eye. The description follows. A small yet luxurious hotel previously owned by Pagoran Travel Agency, presently occupied by some armed thugs. Screams are sometimes heard coming from the building. It's best to keep away from it. Well, there is far too much supplies to ignore here, so we're going in armed. Let's see what awaits us. Alright, we're gonna need to take it easy through here. There's no telling how many thugs occupy the place and where they are right now. We'll clear this rubble out of the way and we'll see what's behind the door here. Oh, good thing we checked first. We found 1 guy already and he's facing right this way. Let's see if we can get around him and maintain the element of surprise. We can't cut through down here, but there's some loot to check out. Oh, not worth it. Well, let's head on up. Can't go through here. Let's keep rising. Oh no, this one too? Well, let's just hope the next one isn't boarded up, or we'll be forced to go through the front after all. Looks clear, no blockage. Looks like we have our way in. What have we here? These bodies, they're horribly mangled. These wounds were inflicted with extreme cruelty. Whoever did this must have been a deranged psychopath. Well, question is, how many of them are there? Let's press onward. Ah, found another one. He's making threats to someone here. Yeah, he definitely has a hostage, and he's threatening bodily harm. He doesn't know we're here. Let's get the drop on him from behind for some serious damage, and we'll finish him quick. Knock, knock. Okay, for some reason it switched to my shovel. That almost went bad. Let's hide in here in case his friends might have heard him. Looks like their hostage is behind this door, but it isn't safe to free him until we've dealt with these assholes. Looks like they didn't hear me though, so let's find them. Oh, that was close. That shotgunner almost saw me. Let's lure him upstairs with some noise and wait in ambush. Striking from a hiding spot is an instant kill. No mistakes this time. Oh, we have a third on his way. Or not. Is he unarmed? Well, if it's anything we've learned from last time, it's that mercy will get us in trouble. Plus, these people deserve it for what they've done here. Once we're done looting his friends, we'll hunt him down and finish the job. Alright, shotgun ready. He may not be armed, but we learned our lesson from last time. No survivors. Yep, still running. Come on, make this easy on yourself. Oh, Jesus, he's got a knife! Oh, now I'm pissed. Get your ass back here. Oh, damn it, these injuries aren't making it easy to catch up to him. If we can just line up a decent shot up these stairs, we won't have to. There, got him. Problem solved. Seeing as how we just went up and down the place, I think it's safe to say that that was the last of them. Well, looks like it'll be safe to break this lock and rescue their hostage. First, let's relieve this body of his weapons. Extra handgun, don't mind if I do. Alright, you're free to go. Looks like they couldn't wait to get out of here. Can't say I blame them. Well, morning's almost here, but we need to be sure of something. If we leave loot on these bodies, they won't be here the next day. In order to come back for what's on them, we're going to need to stick them in a junk pile or a cupboard or something. These injuries aren't making the process any easier, though. I'm starting to think we might not make it out in time. Oh, this is bad. Marco's injuries are keeping him from clearing this gap properly. He's trying to take the long way around and we're running out of time. If he tries to make it home during the day in this state, he'll surely die out there. We have less than 18 seconds to get him out of here. Come on, Marco, pick up the pace. Oh no, I really don't think he's gonna make it. This is gonna be a disaster if he doesn't make it. 6 seconds, move your ass, Marco. Well, that night was worthy of a heart attack, but we made it. Marco took some ugly hits, though, and he needs to use our supply of bandages after what he's been through. Also, I know we don't eat today, but to help Marco's recovery, we'll also let him have some canned food before he gets his well-deserved rest. In the meantime, Marin will get us started on our goal to build a garden. It starts with making an herbal garden and then upgrading it to vegetables, so we'll get started now. Ah, we have a visitor. Oh, it's Franco, back already. Hopefully we have something to trade him today. So this time we gave Franco a knife and 2 gemstones, and for it we got 5 parts, 10 water, 2 weapon parts, and 4 units of fuel. For now that's all we really need. With that hotel now clear of threats, we can go back tonight and see what we missed. Well, with the herbal garden built and nothing new on the radio, we'll end the day and head right back to the hotel. Now since Marco is in very rough shape, we'll let him sleep tonight and send Pavle to make a run of the place. Alright, with no threats in the way, let's pick this place apart good and proper. Since we're looking to upgrade 2 different workshops, it'll be a good idea to bring back more rare parts. I'm still ignoring the shell casings and gunpowder though, because I get the feeling I brought way too much stuff for this second run, and we still need our usual bulk supplies. We're keeping a pretty stable supply of ammo as it is back home anyway, so it's not like we're desperate enough to start using inventory for the casings and all that. We did find some fertilizer too, which we're ready to use in 2 different ways now that we have a garden in the works. We'll be bringing that up on the priority list from now on. We're going to try and take weapon parts back too, because even though we have weapons now, it never hurts to have weapon parts to keep our saw blade supply in check. Ah, the fridge, now we're talking. Obviously we missed this in our frantic run through the place before, but not this time. Boy, this crowbar sure is getting its uses. I can't imagine it's gonna last much longer, though. Looks like those weapon parts we'll be collecting will help make us another one. And another one. Fun fact, when I first started with this game, I thought the crowbar was used for prying barricaded doors apart much quicker, and I used nothing but lockpicks to get locks open. Can you imagine if we did that now? 9 bullets. See, like I said, our ammo supply is keeping steady just from us finding full bullets in themselves. Eventually we'll stop ignoring the parts to make our own, but it's not a priority right now. Speaking of low priorities, I really have no interest in broken equipment. We keep finding working ones off of bandits anyway. Man, this place is loaded with good stuff, and our inventory is getting to the point where we may need to return here another night. We're gonna need to come back with an empty bag too to make the most of it. Oh man, look at all this! Marco will be able to recover from his wounds real quick if we can keep him supplied with these bandages. I'm glad we ignored the description's advice to stay away from this place. It was well worth the risk. You know what I'm thinking? If Marco's feeling a little better by tomorrow, we'll send him back here to get the rest of this stuff. He won't be back in perfect shape overnight, though, and I imagine he'll still be moving a little slow tomorrow. We'll make the way a little easier for him and pry these doors back open for later. Okay, one more quick sweep and we'll call it a night. Not like there's much left I'm willing to part with at this point. Ah, the weapons are still here as planned. That's good. Weapons make for valuable trades, so we'll eventually bring them back. Oh, is that the bathroom? Yep, it is. We have a medicine cabinet, no inventory left to spare. Oh, this hurts. Alright, forget it. We'll leave the medicine for now and come back tomorrow. This place has been nothing short of a gold mine. Well, at least the canned food will fit. Alright, we're done here. It's about time to call it for this one anyway. Join me next time as we clean this place out and seek out other good deeds that we can do to make up for our wrongdoings in the past. Thanks for watching. I'll see you next time.